Today, in this Minecraft video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Minecraft copper farm in 1.17 like this one. So welcome back everyone, my name is Echo and I hope you're having a great day. Today's Minecraft video, it is a simple tutorial on how to build yourself a Minecraft copper farm. This is working as of Minecraft 1.17 caves and cliffs. And yes, today's video is in a snapshot, but this will work in full release. This will work for Minecraft Java and Minecraft Bedrock, being iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation 4. Granted, the spawn rates will be slightly different. So, one of the changes that they have done in this version of Minecraft was on snapshot 21W05A. Drowned now have a chance of dropping a copper ingot. They no longer drop gold ingots. So, as Minecraft players, we like to farm literally everything, and that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the best way to do it, but this works for me, and I want to share it with you. I've been standing here messing around with it, and this is the stuff that we have. Now, I'm using, of course, Sweeping Edge, Mending, Fire Aspect, Smite, and Looting. This farm isn't extreme, so it can be done pretty early game if you wanted to, and it doubles up as either a drowned farm or a zombie farm. So, I'm going to kill all of these. And just keep an eye on this, or in fact, keep an eye on this, because these will update. The copper rates don't seem to be as common. Got one there. But they still produce them. And again, as a Minecraft player, we like to farm things. Yes, copper itself, being the ore, is pretty easy to find. But if you're lazy like me, this is the next best thing. Like I said, this can double up as a zombie farm or a drowned farm. Let me show you guys the basic materials that you're going to need. You're going to need buckets of water. I think it's around about 11 or 12, but obviously 2 is infinite water source. 2 signs, ice. You don't have to have this, but I recommend it. You're going to need soul sand, kelp, at least 16 to 20, 1 hopper, 2 chests, a dispenser, a stone button. One of these water buckets is going to go inside of here, by the way. You need 2 slabs and torches just to light up the area. Of course, the first thing you're going to need is a zombie spawner. So let's go to a new one. So this is the same seed, but starting from the start. Recommend being at least like 32 levels down, because we are going to be building up slightly. Although you don't have to be, it's just going to make life a little bit easier for you. The first thing that we need to do is we need to make a 9x9 room. But the first thing I recommend doing here is getting torches and just lighting this up, just because having a couple of mobs around you really isn't helpful. So we need to do it 9x9. The best way to do this, guys, is when you're at a spawner, you want to go 2, 3, and 4. And that's going to be in every single direction. So 2, 3, and 4. 3, and 4. 3, and 4. So let's dig this out. Just to make it a little bit easier on yourself, just block in the walls. Now, if you really wanted to go extreme and just maximize spawning, go ahead and light up any nearby caves. Although, mine wasn't lit up in the previous one I showed you, and it worked perfectly fine. But it's just a lot easier if you block this off. It's just a lot easier to work with a square room. So again, like I said, guys, you need to do this as a 9x9 room. We've gone this way. We need to go this way as well. And also down. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you need to take out, of course, all of these. And we're going to do the same on top. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we need to take out this one as well. So again, a 9x9 room. So let's get it done. Like I said, the ore is pretty easy to come by, but if you don't fancy mining it, then, again, this is the next best thing. Now, when you are digging this out, guys, you are going to have mobs spawning, so obviously, I'm making life seem a lot easier by doing this in creative. In survival, it is going to take you a little bit of time. I think it shouldn't take you any longer than an hour to do. That's start to finish. But yeah, along the way, you're going to have to get rid of those, so of course, just place down a couple of torches. So once you have your 9x9 room, this next step is completely up to you in which direction you want to go in. And what I mean by that is we have 4 different walls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I want my mobs to do is go this way. Go all the way up, and then they're going to go down over here. Now, how this works is you're still going to be in the spawning area for these mobs to constantly spawn, meaning that you can go AFK. So the next stage is you're going to break down this layer. Some of you guys have probably built this kind of farm before. Making sure you're online with the spawner is you want to go this way. Just a couple of blocks. For me, unfortunately, we do have a little bit of gravel to deal with. We can always patch that in. You want to grab yourselves 2 buckets of water here. And we're going to place one in this corner. And also one in this corner as well. Now, what you want to do is literally go too high. And let it keep going until it stops. Now, ice is optional, but it just makes it a lot easier. Now, in this farm, you are always going to have at least one zombie kind of here. So how this works is the other zombies push these, and then they go to this, and then they go all the way up. Now, on these, you want to grab your signs. Like I said, 2. Doesn't really matter what color. We're going to do 1, and we're going to do 2. Because we're going to have water here as well. So, of course, we don't want this water interfering with this one. Here, we are going to go up about 16 blocks. The reason why we're going up about that is because we want to be just above the ceiling here. I'm just going to fill in the missing gaps here. So, yeah, too tall. So, we're going to go up about 16 blocks. So, we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Give or take 16 to 20 blocks. It really doesn't matter that much. Now, on here, we are going to put down some dirt to start off with. So, you're going to need 1 dirt. Sorry about that. I kind of forgot. But this will be switched with the soul block. And kelp is going to go on here. Now, in creative, I can just do this, right? But to make life a little bit easier for you, I'll show you guys the other method. So, you don't have to constantly place down water sources. Go to the top here. Obviously, you're going to wait for all the water to come down. Grab yourself some kelp. And you're going to obviously do the kelp all the way this way. And what will happen here is this will update the water source. So it's a full water source. I hope that makes sense to you as to what I mean. Come down to the bottom. We're going to break all this. But apart from that, don't touch anything else. You are then going to go up here. And we are going to go in this direction. So make sure the way you're mining, right? There's already a zombie here. We want to go back on ourselves. So we're going back that way. So facing this way, going all the way to the top, you're going to mine 2. Now, we're going to actually, no, here's a better idea here. We are just going to quickly get rid of this water source here. We don't want it to be on the top one. We want it to be on the bottom one. If it's on the top one, they're going to transform to drowned. You don't want every single mob to be drowned because in some cases, you might even want your zombie farm. So, we're going to mine just 2s until the water stops. So, the water stops there. Make sure you fill in your missing gaps as well. Like, it's just a lot easier to work with in a 2x2 space. At this one, we're going to go down 1. We're going to place down another bucket of water here. And we're just going to keep going this way. Until it stops. Now, if I go to spectator mode here, you'll see that how this has worked. So we've gone up and all the way across. So if we come to here, what I'm going to do now is go down. I'm going to go down about 21 blocks. I think it makes it a 1 hit at 22, 23, but I'm going to go down about 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Now, on this one, this is where you want to dig out your room. So, for example, obviously for me, we're going to have to get rid of these water sources. You know what? We'll just do it this way to make it easier. And there's another one over here. We just get rid of that. So, this is going to be like my room. Obviously, right now, it doesn't look great. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of work with this. But I'm totally okay with that. So, we're just going to put a block there and dig out a couple of spaces. So once you've mined out your room, however you want to, it's completely up to you. We're going to go slab. I'm going to go chest here. Obviously, you're going to have maybe an automatic chest sorter. And the reason why we have this here is because we're going to stop baby zombies from getting through. But we need to go inside of here. So if we are standing on this block, it needs to be head height. So what we're going to do here is put the dispenser inside of there, water bucket. We're also going to need a button or a lever that goes on there. We're then going to fill this back in. So what's going to happen here is when we press this, water comes out. Now this is head height, so zombies will transform into drowns. Or if you want it to be a zombie farm, you simply have this off. So it's kind of the best of both. And that's why I like this farm. I've been using this design for a very long time, and it works absolutely flawlessly. So in terms of the actual room, it's pretty much done. The next thing I'm going to do, and I forgot to do this before, and I'm sorry for everybody who likes to do this, but of course, common knowledge, put yourself a slab on top of here to stop them from spawning on here, or in some cases, people like to do this. I'm rather a slab guy like this. Now, the next stage of this is we need to replace the dirt with soul sand. You just need one. We need to get rid of this guy real quick. So this goes in here, and it's going to update. As you guys are aware, this will push the mobs up. Now, this saves a lot of time because the previous method with this was done with signs and waters. This just makes things a little bit easier. Okay, so now that's been done, we're pretty much ready to go. The last part of this is water buckets. I think you need 9 in total for this part, and that is because we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And it's going to push them all there. Obviously, the main thing to do here is to get rid of your torches. It looks like this one hasn't been done. Perfect. And they're all going to push these mobs this way. Now, this farm also works for skeletons as well, if you wanted a skeleton one. If you were a perfectionist, then you could obviously fill in these. Whatever blocks you wanted to, we'll just do ours out of stone. So you'll see here, there's always like one, in some cases 2 mobs here. So these kind of like push each other along and then slide. See what I mean? That guy goes up, we stand here. He can push me. You get the idea behind that now? I don't want to go that way. But yeah, there's always going to be one standing on that ice block. And the ice block has like a sliding animation, which makes things a lot easier. But apart from that, they should all now be in the kill chamber. So let's go and check it out. So if done correctly, it should look like this. And you can kind of see this thing in action and how it works and how fast it is. Now, on Bedrock, there's no entity cramming. So of course, you could cram as many zombies / drowned in there as you wanted to. On Java, is it 21 is the cap for that? But you can see here, again, we always have at least 1, sometimes 2 there. But the next one comes along, pushes them, and the cycle keeps on going. I'd also highly recommend doing like a light system in there as well. So let's get down to these. Because, again, how it works is you simply press this. These will begin to shake very soon. Now, what will happen is they will transform into drowns. And while we wait for this process to happen, you're going to need yourself a sword. So we're going to do / enchant at P. And we're going to do looting 3. We are going to do, let's do smite, because it's the undead. We'll do smite 5. We'll do sweeping edge 3. And yeah, you get the gist. Like, it's completely up to you what you do. But these will now start to transform. So we're just going to wait for them to all transform into drowns. It didn't take long. They're now all drowns. You're going to turn this off. Now, in terms of drowns, it doesn't matter like how many drops they go. The drop rate is for zombies, because they will be like a one-shot kill. These, well, they'll require a couple of shots, but again, if you have the best stuff, it's not going to be a problem. And you can see here we have rotten flesh and we have copper. Now, I feel like copper doesn't have, I don't know, its percentage drop is absolutely terrible. It's not as good as you would actually think. But honestly, guys, that's from one big sweep. And you could see how easy that was. But what I will do is I'll get a couple of zombies in here, just to show you guys, like, the drops and the rates and stuff. So I think most of these would be like a 1 or a 2-shot kill. They should die pretty handy, because again, the drop is 21. I think they need to be like 22, 23 to be a 1-hit. But again, if we have this, they're going to pretty much be a 1-shot anyway. And this is where you can start getting different things like carrots, your rotten flesh. I think zombies drop gold, potatoes. There's a whole range of things that they can drop. But I'll show you guys one big sweep of drowns. I'll probably get the question saying, does this generate tridents? No. The developers changed the generation of tridents to only naturally spawned drowned. So these won't produce tridents, unfortunately. Not on Bedrock and also not on Java. So again, I've got a lot of these guys here. I just want to kill them and just show you guys the rates again. They're not the greatest, but they still generate the copper. And I think this is going to be the best that you can get as well. So make the most of it while you can. I hope today's video has helped you out. If it has, please be sure to hit that like button. Any questions, leave it in the comment section. And like I said, it works perfectly fine for both Minecraft Bedrock and Java. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.